Today we have a super exciting show for you. We'll be interviewing the super sexy, super sensual RP King of 3DX. But first, King baby, tell us about this contest we got going on.
It's the sexy girlfriend contest. Actually, any female can join and enter the contest. You got to join the server, of course, and post 2 of your best photos. And them 2 photos will be put in the voting pool. And I'm pretty sure this is how it works. I'd have to consult with Chef, but both photos, the amount of likes that they get are combined to determine the winner. That is, it will close on Valentine's Day, and then we will crown the winners of it on the next Butt Talk podcast. So that is the contest. And Nikki, I was going to ask you a question, but we're just running out of time. So do you want to go ahead and introduce the guest?
Yes, sir. Okay, well, excited about our guest today, whom I have personally crowned the RP King of 3DX for good reason. This man can RP anything you throw at him and make it feel like you're truly in that experience with him. Ladies and gents, say hello to RadagastWolf. Hi, Rada. Thanks for being
Hey, guys.
Mr. Wolf.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I don't think I can actually take that title, but I really appreciate that. Thank you for that compliment.
You'll take
And,
like it, sir.
That's sort of a personal, I mean, are you? Come on, there you go. I'll send you this around. Show you this cake. Anyway, now, so, hey, listen, it's about fun, right? Yeah.
It's all about fun. So, Rada, tell us what brought you here and how long you've been playing 3DX.
Well, I joined about July or June 2020, I believe. And it was through a friend at IMVU. A bunch of us here on 3DX are IMVU transplants because, well, 10 years ago, IMVU said, well, all the guys can have soft cocks, no hard ones. Sure enough. But anyway, side point there. I came here and my friend Cynthia, she got me coming here, and it was interesting at first and not the best, but I was in a depression, I can say that. And then all of a sudden I met Sugar Honey and Dwayne Darby, and the 2 of them actually inspired me out of a depression. And I started working for the Concentra, and well, here I am.
Here you are.
It's been a wild ride, I'll tell you that much. One that I could say I regret, but definitely I wouldn't regret it. All the mistakes I made, learned a lot from that.
Okay, so my question to you, sir.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a pleasure to see you again. When you started 3DX, I now know that you met your wife in IMVU. But were you interested in finding love? And I doubt that's the answer. Or was it just ERP that you were interested in only?
I came here at IMVU and every chat system I've been on since 1994. I came just to meet people, have fun. And the nice part about this was you had the visual of actually intercourse. Well, good. But it's not about, for me, like the quote game of sex here. I've connected with a lot of people, and that's who I am. I connect with people. Some people come here they don't want a connection. They want just the fuck. Okay, good. So that's what I like is I come here to have a connection. I'm not going to say ERP, but I'll say cyber sex. That's why we're up knowing it as. And yeah, cyber sex to me, sorry, let's say like a burp. I got burping. I'm burping. No, I'm not burping. Oh, yeah, come on. It's a lot of fun though. I like to have fun role playing because also it tests my boundaries. And can I make a description work? Can I make a role play work? Because for me, I can create a separation where if I'm in a role play and it's, I hate to go here, but tentacle sex, and I am having a tentacle on my ass and a tentacle in my mouth, I have to be able to know, for me, it's not going to hurt me emotionally and physically, so my mind can allow for a creative outlet, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyway, there you go.
Okay, so I met you when you took over my slave running job at the House of X slave auction, when it was run by Call, and I watched you rise quickly there. That's when I realized like your RP skills blew my mind. Which is why I asked you to be a male dancer at a ladies' night that I was hosting in my room, Butt Sluts, which is a very different role, and you blew my mind again. Tell me your mindset when you're RPing in different non-sexual or sexual roles here.
It's along the lines of what I started out with. So I have some improv acting skills. That's one thing that helps. I have writing skills that I started out enhancing at age 13 with poetry. So for about 30 years, I have done whether cyber sex or role play of some kind, and thus I combine, that ability to adapt to my partner's needs. And I enjoy that because it challenges me, not like am I right or wrong? It's challenging my thinking, challenging my skills as a writer. And that's important to me. It's like saying, well, how many stop at age 60? How many stop dementia? For me, that's like keeping my mind active, thinking, progressing, trying to be creative. As a writer who does poetry and sometimes free writing, I need outlets, even sexual ones like here, where I find a partner who I can make the words touch them literally across the distance. And this is what I've experienced for 30 years with all the role plays I've done. The partner actually can have a good sense of or sensation of some kind from the way I describe. And that is a connection. That's something good to me. That's not a connection that I want to break, but something that is important because I made that woman orgasm. I made that woman feel good. And there's been a lot that I've met in my years, whether here or, over my 30 years or online, that orgasm was good and important. I know it sounds weird, but I've met so many different people from different walks of life. So, hey, and for me, in the beginning, 20 years ago, I'll say, I definitely had that mindset of the partner is more important than me. And so her coming was definitely a big thing. If I didn't come, so what? I go to jerk off somewhere else, or with a video. But knowing that I was able to touch them with my words and make their words, because here we are, guys, we're in a chat system that's visual, that has words, and allows for toys. I come from originally where we only had words, like text words that don't have inflection. And you hear inflection and passion in my voice right now to describe this. But can you actually hear the tone people typing out in the text? Not usually. So you got to be able to work to inspire that other person who you can understand the tone by describing the tone, by hinting at it. So
for sure, I do know that for me, it's super hard for me to moan with text. It's like, like it's so hard. It's hard.
Right? That's what that is. They're all partners, and they can be beginners who just entered into cyber sex whether just don't want to put the effort or are intimidated by cybersex. For those of you listening, honestly, if you do go into the purple, as we call it here on 3DX, or the role play, is it really that hard? Don't set your sights high. Don't expect high results, but allow it to happen and gain that ability to make that moment with that partner more enjoyable. You know? Hey, look around here.
Okay, and I that's Nikki. Has great questions. Very good question, Nikki. And I bet you she did have an orgasm, sir. I mean, I'm sure there's many of them that's had orgasms because of your excellent RP skills. So we all know that you are head over heels for your wife. Y'all been together a long time. But if you were in an open relationship, and I'm sorry, Miss Wolf, and not married, is there anyone that you have played with that just got you like so excited you just wanted to like go down there and buy a ticket for the red eye, and get on the plane and go get that? You know, like rawr.
I'm going to say that well, first off, Mrs. West is listening in, or was listening in. Sadly, she's at work right now, so NSFW content is not allowed on a military base. But what I will say is, I wouldn't say there were anyone like that. There were times in the early stages of my relationship with my wife where there were, like, her and I weren't melding, and I did find a possible partner, but then I realized I was very, very wrong. And I will admit that. I was wrong in those times, and there were only twice, way back in the beginning. But since then, no. I mean, I wrote to her. Like, for example, if I go online and I find a partner to have fun with, for me, it's, yes, I know I'm with somebody in person, online, in a digital realm. So, yes, there's some connection, but my wife is the one I go to bed with each night, the one that snuggles with me, and is what I call my prime. So every woman that I maybe play with, my wife, takes precedence anytime over them. And I'm sorry to say that, but I'm kind of not, because she is my wife. You know, I don't know how other people view that, but for me, yeah, I definitely don't see myself saying, "Oh, you're just great without me," or whatever. No, it's the connection. My wife and I, we have a trust. I trust her implicitly. I mean, literally, with my life. And she is, in essence, my mistress when we go to play. So, you know, it's an actual, you know, relationship that has the vanilla and BDSM and so much more tied into it. So I don't think any woman could take that bond that her and I have or damage it with words. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. It's really, really hard to snuggle with a computer screen. So, I get it. Yeah, I have one that I snuggle with, and she comes first over everybody. Period. Plain and simple. There's no question about it. So, yes, that's your snuggle bed.
Guys, Nikki comes first. Okay.
Nikki
comes first.
Come first. The first one as
Rada, I'm intrigued now, and I want to know, when you're playing with people, and say it was just really fucking hot. It's just like, and you know, it just worked you right up. Do you ever find yourself directing that sexual energy towards your wife? You know, because you're all worked up from that. Yeah, do you take it out sexually on your beloved?
Well, I wouldn't say take it out on, because she's not into the rough that I like. So I will say with Mrs. Wolf, her and I, let's put it this way, it's like an edgy. You know, I get edged throughout the day, maybe, you know, on here, whatever, who knows what. When I am submitting to her. I'm laying on the bed, and she's using my bed as a playground. Because of the edging, it's just, there's all this tension in me, and there's all this, when it's happening, it's happening. I mean, it's passion, it's trust, it's all this stuff. It's moaning and groaning, and it's not rough, but it's definitely like that connection's there. It's like, I know her body, she knows mine, and it's just all this sexual frustration from 3DX channels into that. And I can say, yes, that happens.
It is a hot volcanic eruption, huh?
It can be. Yeah. It definitely can be.
I like it.
So good, I actually learned about this, like, ability, because you're talking about, like, taking a role play that might happen where you maybe don't orgasm. It was for my girlfriend before my wife, Julie. Yeah, she and I met up, not met IVU, but she introduced me to IVU, and then I'd have some partners, and I wouldn't have an orgasm, but my girlfriend then, her and I would really get to town, really get going, and that was from the result of, that teasing, that edging, whatever you call it, so.
Nice. Oh, it's getting hot here. Okay.
Let's put on some, what's that song, It's getting hot, yeah?
Let's get it on. Something like that. Anyway, so, well, everybody knows that I growl. Like, I growl all the time at everything. And sometimes not even knowing that I do it. So, do you growl during sex like some crazed animal with pussy on the brain like a Neanderthal? I mean, I do. Like, yeah. How do you do it, sir?
Oh, pussy? Oh, yeah, spread those legs, girl, I love to devour pussy. I will go to town. I will just, just, spread those thighs, girl, and I will have fun. But, when I'm down there, I want to make sure that I'm also playing with the rest of the woman's body, teasing the nipples, twisting them just right, left to right, as knobs of the radio dial to make the moans a little bit louder, louder, longer, the guy got that tease. Because really, if I'm just eating the pussy, girls, tell me, where's your room, where's your hand, or tell me, are you really enjoying it just with me eating you out, or men or women eating you out? No, I don't think so. I think it's more, you kind of need a little tease of other parts of your body. Yeah, like a sand around the thigh, or the breast being grabbed and squeezed just right. Come on. You don't want to just focus on one part. There's so many pieces to toy with and enjoy.
Oh, la la.
Yes, nons.
Okay, so you did mention that you're switched. Tell us what triggers, like, okay, wait, let me reword this. Tell us what a woman has to do to trigger your dominance or to trigger your submissive side.
It's
how
depends. So
how do you provoke either energy?
It's hard to provoke it because, like I tried to explain yesterday, it's literally a light switch. If I have I've started myself at the House of Exhaustion a few times, and I have had at certain points where the fire said, I'm really a switch. I'm feeling submissive today. Do you think you can top me or dom me? And I'm like, okay. And in essence, that switch flips from submissive to dom like that. And thus, it's not like the inspiration. The inspiration to keep going, to become more primal in essence, to be more aggressive, is when it is in the exchange. If I have a sub who is trying to inspire me to be rougher, as I'm her dom, and I'm dominating, or I'm gripping her throat just right, or such, she can do in response a clawing to my back, claw those my back hairs and draw the blood in the rear play, make it deep, harder. Let me know. I know like the harder the claw, the faster, deeper. I want to just keep pounding faster and faster and harder, and it just instigates. Wow. And with a submissive, it's how the dominant or dommy works with me, how they treat me, how they are open to what I'm sharing, what I'm offering in those one-time sessions. And the thing is with, submitting, that's a trust thing for anyone. And so when I am in that submissive mode, I need to make sure also that I'm watching to make sure that Dami doesn't go too far and knows possibly the safe word I have. And the inspiration that pushes me further is knowing or hearing a praise, a small minor praise, knowing I am doing good by, what they instructed, like licking their boot or whatever it is. Like if it is praised in a certain way, I go further above and beyond.
That's hot. Sexy.
Hey, so that was a good answer, by the way. I've been known to lick a boot or two, I think. But anyway, so has there ever been a time that you have chased like a piece of tail for a long time, maybe all day or throughout the night, and then you finally snag her or you get her on the hook, whatever, and you start RPing with her, and as soon as you started, you were like, oh no, and tried to get out of it as quickly as possible, maybe like a fake disconnect or something like that?
We've all been there, ladies and gentlemen.
I know everyone's been there, but I have a certain code of ethics or code I live by. It's like the code, the smoker's code, they call it. If I'm a smoker and you're a smoker, but you have no cigarettes, hey, buddy, can I have a cigarette? I'll give you one, right? There's a certain code of things I live by in my life, and one of them is kind of like, I might be role playing with someone that's an ooh girl, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'd make the best of it. I've done that. There's a few here that I still go to that are kind of ooh girls, or one even doesn't even say anything, but she moans. And when I say, hey, she'll head out, instead of her separating our partner, the side of the partner, she sort of puts me into a better position. So that lets me know, keep going. And she's enjoying it. And so for me, it's not just about, oh, fuck, I wasted time chasing this pussy, whatever. It's, okay, let me the best of it. It's that sort of line in the cloud. Why should I waste my time if, why should I disconnect, maybe possibly hurt their feelings of mine, and I'm wasting time, well, I make the best of it, And it's different for each person. Everyone has their own code, like, well, yeah, you may disconnect or whoever, that's fine. That's what works for you. And you may not have the patience or the room to do it. But hey, this is how I work it. And Nikki, focus here.
I'm focusing. I'm focused. What do you mean? I'm good.
Yeah. Sure, girl. Get your ass back over to the, couch. Come on, join us.
No, I'm spanking vanilla. Let me do it.
Okay, well, you got the best question, though, dear. Right, yeah.
Yes, I think okay. Let me see. All right. So some people in 3DX use 3DX for instant self-gratification. I call them like the old two-pump chumps. Or, or people with the greeting tanks or whatever. But during our conversation today, we discovered that you get a lot more out of Street X. What have you discovered about that deep inner sexual side of yourself playing 3DX? What have you discovered about yourself?
I've learned, honestly, some of my concepts of BDSM were wrong, honestly. In the 3 or so years I've been here, I really delved much deeper into that lifestyle than I had in IVU and other places. But I did experience it a lot in my life, from a young age up till now. And I will say, recently I was trying to explore that more primal nature, that more aggressive in essence, or that I will actually, stand up and say, fuck you, you're wrong, if somebody's pushing on me. And I realized last night that was kind of damaging to my healthy, concept. But because of there's being here, like, you get to explore things, but you gotta be careful who you explore with. And I learned that people are varied in their wants here. Some come here, like I found 3 basic categories of people who come here, guys. Some of you want to come here for connection, a friendship, maybe more. But you also come here also just to have fun. Okay, you don't want any drama. Well, I mean, boss guys, drama's everywhere. The truth is, you guys don't want, no one wants extreme drama and bullshit. So that's really what I think on with that. But when we come here, we had that first group, then we had the second group, which is those who want to portray a creature or thing that they're not in real life, but they can explore it here. And then there are those who come here just for the fuck. You're not in their belt, or you're not, but you're just here to have fun, or be used, or use someone. And yeah, exactly. Like, you can just do things here a bit more freely, but still, there are the issues where there are no consequences for certain abuses that occur. And you gotta be careful, because it's like you pick your partner carefully. You read the profile. You do have to read the fucking profile at times.
Oh, I hate reading profile. I'm so fucking lazy. I never read the fucking profile.
But you're never also do some editing. Honestly, if you actually read profiles, mind you, I would try and read profiles, and the thing is, if it says they want roleplay and appreciate the RP, I say, hey, we're trying to show RP, and awesome, boom, they're like, no, I'm not, I just want fuck. Like, okay, so maybe put a little X for just out to fuck. There's all these fun rooms, but the development in this place is okay. It's a good beginner's thing, but it's not like I had in IVU, and I think they could do more with this place, but who knows? It's up to Lisbo. Yeah?
Well, I don't know what y'all be doing. I'm a virgin, so I'm just here for the building.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah, dude, you just put the place down. I'm like, I just froze over. And that means Texas is freezing right now.
Look, I have 27 ex-wives, but I'm still a virgin, as far as I'm concerned.
So, the term my girlfriend taught me years ago, born again virgin. So it's not like a born again Christian; it's a born again virgin. If you have not had sex in 31 days, those are kind of well, if you can do it online, that makes consider 15 days of half that time frame, then you're a born again virgin.
Well, all right, what about like 8 hours? Do you still born again?
They asked me, like, look, think about it, guys. And I use some other chat systems, like VR chat, whatever. They say that those who roleplay having a child get the child born in 3 months.
Wait, so you mean my hymen can grow back? Is that what you're saying?
Now, no, hold on. At one point after, my ex and I were parted, I had gone with a girl the night and we hit it off. We had, cyber. And 2 days later, when I'm sitting with her, we're chatting, and she goes, "Hey, I'm pregnant." I'm like, "What?" We're not doing a replay. We got agreed to having a child. What the fuck? And then she goes, "And this whole, it was crazy. I mean, literally, it made no sense. And yes, I did see her the day before in the RP pregnancy clinic, and I interviewed, and like, and please don't tell me about it. And sure enough, it came to be. And I'm like, what the heck, people? When you do a role play of that kind, do you or do you not have your partner agree to have a breeding or a child with you? Guys, come on, help me out here. I see your chat. Let's please. I mean, it's gotta be consensual between both of you, right?
I don't call it guys fight Eddie Brooks, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean,
$4 maybe like that's a little bit more than I want to pay for a baby. Like I need to go to the market then. Okay.
Shut up, babies. Like it's not. No.
Exactly. And when it comes to role play, you do have to respect your partner or partners and their needs. And that's something that we need to look at. Is like, that's why I look at profiles. If I'm just going to think, I'm going to have fun with this girl with role play, I need to make sure that I lost role play. I like a plan for my time.
Well, I have built several baby nurseries, I guess, and the babies to go in them. So, okay. Are we ready for the next question, Mr. Wolf?
You are the next question. King, ask.
Go for it. Okay. So, as such an amazing RP background as you got, and being such a great role player yourself, have you ever came up against a female like that has stunned you, like almost, or had bested you in RP? Like she slammed that pussy down so hard and worked your ass over thoroughly that it just made you say, "Oh my God," and just like mind you. Have you ever had that experience? I have, but I don't know if you have.
No. I appreciate somebody coming to my level, but it's hard to find someone that pushes themselves that they will.
That sounds like a challenge. Somebody needs to challenge this man right now with their RP skills. Let's hear it.
I'm not sure right now. When I managed the consensual and we had the statistic cats, I had talked to Decipher about doing a strip role play with them. And so one Sunday, I had the first sophisticates around me, and we did a strip off. So if I can role play with 4 women at one time and still keep it working while somebody's who was rude, private messaging me and trying to degrade me in that private message and say, "Hey, give me that girl to fuck," I'm like, what the hell? And I can keep my mind focused on 4 women and push aside that attacker. I think I can do pretty damn good with role play.
Yeah, I ain't got that attention span. I can barely do one. So, I'm just saying.
Look, it's not about attention span. It's about tracking and understanding and not doing too much. I know sometimes if I do a role play, I can describe too much in what I'm doing in that paragraph. That can detract. That can take away from the enjoyment for the partner. I don't know that.
I don't know, guys. I'm too busy finger banging my pussy to type, so I don't know what to all about.
Yeah.
That's it. That's about it.
No, harder, deeper, faster. No, you're not.
Look, you got to put 5 R's on the end of that harder. 5 harder, right? Yeah. Wow.
Now, he put out about teaching people airplay. When I was on IMV, I was teaching airplay, but as a stripper and sexual, because we could actually, as male, we could dance on a stripper. Oh my God, guys. Holy shit. That was always fun, though. I enjoyed that, the creativity you can have.
Want to be a stripper?
I mean, as a stripper, I would come down the pole, and if somebody was actually gifting me items, I would head over to them as a prowling wolf, snarling, and then nuzzle my cheek along their boot or whatever it was, It would be a description where I was adding to my armor,
Look, I mean, I've told y'all before, like, I was on that path and realized I was going to be a stripper. Like, I had it all. And then, my knees gave out. I had to have replacements. Now they're square, and they don't, there ain't no woman who wants a square need stripper. So I had to give up that dream.
Dreams are meant to be, but they're not always snappy. They're cartoons, so what? The thing is, we're talking about sex and roleplay, but other things, it's just about everyone here, community, and what we all want, right, guys? Like we're looking for, it's not that we're looking for love. I hope no one's really looking for love, because love just finds you. My wife, she found me in a Google search. And I am going to be honest with you. So here's a little quick snippet about that. My wife, Crystalline, and I met on IVU. She was searching for poetry on IVU because we had at that time the ability to have blogs. I was posting some of my poetry. She came across it and read it, and then sent back to me a message saying, "Thank you for sharing." Wow. Well, I had done that in the 5 years I had my poetry posted there. And so I looked at her profile, and immediately her tagline gripped me. It was like, this woman could be for me. And so I said, "Gentlemen, seduction of the mind is just as important as that of the senses." And right there, that hooked me. And so, the next day I messaged her, saw she was online, we chatted for 4 hours. The next day, after that, she gave me her cell phone thinking I was going to text her. Instead of me being the brave guy, kind of, I call her, and we're on the phone for nearly 12 to 14 hours. And here we are, 13 years later, married. So,
well, can I chime in real quick? I would like to, if it's okay with Nikki, to say how me and Sassy found each other. It was like love at first sight.
Why do you need my permission, King? Just talk. Won't talk.
You're the queen, my lady. So, right. Anyways, so right.
Take my panties out of your mouth first. I stuffed my panties in your mouth. I guess remove there.
So I was butt naked at my kitchen table as normal King does, and I had met Sassy. I had sent her a like, and she video called me, and like I wasn't gonna answer the call because I'm in my Sunday best, right? But I did, and we started talking. I think she was getting ready for a date at that time. She went on her date, came back. The next day went on another date and came back, and I told her I was just gonna come pick her up. Like, she didn't have no choice. I was gonna come pick her up and cook dinner for her. So I did, and she never left. Like, that was it. It was just love at first stake, right? So, and we are newly married now. So I'm a newlywed again. But this one is the last one, I promise. Like, it's the last one. So that's how me and Sassy met. And so,
Don't make promises. Just enjoy. That way you have less pressure on yourself. Yeah. Really. Just have fun, and you know what? You found your one. That's what you want. And what I was saying originally was just have fun here, guys. Just remember, look at the profiles at times. Sometimes you need to know that the person you may want to partner with wants nothing to do with real life, wants nothing to do with anything but just use you or you use them, whatever it is. Just be aware of who you will be partnering with. I'm sorry, guys, but too many times have I come across people who got hurt because they partner with somebody that did not align with their want. Yeah? I'm sorry, guys. It's just what I'm seeing here, and I try to promote, with certain groups like the Summit and the consensual, positive, healthy BDSM and other things. But also, I want you guys to have fun. Too many times I've seen people get hurt. I have a thing in this room. Huh?
Is my mic muted?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, because I like muting myself and I forget if I'm unmuted or not. So, hello. Hi.
Hello, Smart People.
Hi.
Yeah. Anyway, but this has been fun, guys. Hope you all who have interviewed me and been sitting here watching and listening have enjoyed.
We are not done with you yet, Mister. So, now we are turning you loose to local, honey, and I want you.
I'm not ready to this.
First of all, I'm gonna challenge your sexy ass to write a textbook of purple fucking writing to, and then we'll see where that goes. And if any of the listeners have a question for Mr. RP King of 3DX, then go ahead. Now's your chance to ask.
Get your growl on.
Get your growl on, girl. Do I sound like a chipmunk?
No, you do not sound like a chipmunk. You sound, and if it was a chipmunk, it's a beautiful chipmunk. Like,
no. Vanilla, do I sound like a chipmunk? A sexy chipmunk to you?
A hot chipmunk.
Oh, vanilla. Where's chocolate? Okay. So we have Rada busy typing right now. He's typing away. He's going to make your wildest dreams come true. And I'm excited.
My wildest dreams is like a pint of strawberry cheesecake ice cream from Ben & Jerry's, but I'm not allowed to have that anymore, so.
Yum.
Yum, yum. Noms, girl. Rawr.
Nom, nom. Hi, Dixie. Here we go.
There we go. Let's start it off, have some fun all. And like I said earlier to you guys, I actually am recommended to have done phone sex quite a bit.
Damn, Rada.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's just a start, girl. Come on.
That's just the introduction.
I'm going back to sit with my legs crossed. Anybody have questions for Rada? Maybe. I'm not supposed to ask any more questions. My question quota is filled for the day.
You can use guys. Listen, I can tell both you guys, anything is free roam, and I will say if it is touching on a part of my life that I do not want to go to, you just ask. I'm open, but I will say I don't believe in the king of roleplay. I am very good at it. I try my hardest, and so is Radagast a one-nighter? I do one-nighters, but it's typically they go for usually because I create those connections, Chef. And is there a chance to book a date? I don't believe booking a date is needed. Just hit me up. Hit me up a PM. And if you want, maybe something will happen. But I also want to make sure that my partner is happy. That there's a connection of some kind, some level,
Look, I heard that movie, and I took my friend off and I slid it to your feet, sir. So you are.
I do that. One thing. I do want to answer. I did have a bird. And what's amazing about the bird I had, it was a cockatiel. And don't emphasize cock, please don't. And it was named, it was named Photo. And I had married my first wife, my ex-wife. I found out that Frodo was from Asia. She knew that suddenly. And I had Frodo for nearly 18 years. The vet was shocked when he had to put her down that he'd never seen a cockatiel bond to another human and live that long. It was quite interesting. But yeah, I don't have birds under my head, but I have had birds. Yeah. And there's a reason why I picked Radagast as my name, and that was actually back on IMVU. Radagast is that character in Lord of the Rings that did everything behind the scenes for Gandalf and everybody else. He saved Gandalf numerous times, if you notice it, and that's kind of what I did. I worked all my life in different jobs and situations where I was logistics, and I made sure things happened. Some of you who have been part of House of X or saw me work it, that was me being Radagast, making sure everything ran smoothly in the back.
That was you. Absolutely. I don't know how you controlled those brats. Oh my goodness. When I had that job, I just wanted to bitch slap those girls. They would give me such a hard time. Oh my God.
So you had a pushback. You pushed back against them. When you work with brats, and those who are authentic brats, I say this, but there's so many who think they're brats, but they can push the buttons, but they push in the wrong way. A brat is seeking that attention by pushing their dominant in a way that they kind of agree on. It's like, Daddy, let me go yet? Daddy, let me go yet? But is a meal done? Is a meal done? And then if you're doing that to me, I'm going to hit your guest around and say, with a knife to your neck, are you sure you want to ask? And then I put the knife down and I squeeze the throat just right. And things like that go forward. But that's kind of what you'd want, is as a brat.
Well, listen,
it's not about just pushing buttons. It's about pushing buttons to achieve the goal of attention.
Listen,
of proper attention.
To me, I will slice the bitch, okay? You never pull a knife on me.
You know, Nikki, hold on. You gotta look at the context of actual, what I was getting, that would be a real life situation. And in real life, BDSM, in a lifestyle situation, relationship, in life outside of this digital world, which is very different, we have contracts, we have discussions, we have agreements of what can and cannot be touched on. We have hard limits, soft limits that are agreed on. Not just here where we say, oh, limits this. Guys, there's a great deal that is different from the digital BDSM we touch on and the real life. And the real life has major implications and needs those checks and balances of a... Yeah, I'm getting excited because this is passionate thing about for me, because I have seen and dealt with enough shit. I said it with a hard tone there. Both of people who have been hurt and abused emotionally here and other places on even IMVU. Shit is like bullshit. Yeah, shit. I call it. That's pretty shit is a bullshit. What I call that. But anyway, back to the thing.
Let's talk about let me see everybody's dicks. Pull out.
Well, are you going to have me the section talk today? What?
No.
Why?
What?
What? What?
What?
What?
And I'm also, I'm going to have nobody making me set talk. What?
What?
But it's like, honestly, guys, I want to say one thing. 50 Shades of Grey is 50 Shades of bullshit because it hits, but does not touch on the reality of what BDSM is. I do recommend the book, Screw the Roses, Set Me with Thorns. It has a basic introduction of the basic types of BDSM. Monodom, Dilydom, DS, whatever. But it also goes into how to make tools, the cross, and much more if you want to. It's not the MLB, but it's a starting point for people who want to explore it in the real world. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'm passionate, man. This is how I sound normally. My wife, Mrs. Riff, she would tell you she just nervous when she hears my voice getting this passionate because I exert, like, literally, like, if you're not around me right now, you're not feeling, like, pounding emotion, just, like, energy, yeah?
If I was in that room with you right now, I would just stick your dick in my mouth. That's it. I would just put your dick in my mouth.
I would love to hear what Miss Wolf has to say.
But, I'm sorry, but Mrs. Riff would have to, grab her hand and pull her off of me, and,
Just saying, if there was, I'm saying, if I was I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying, if you were my husband talking all this shit, I would just stick your dick in her mouth. That's it.
Yeah, but being who I am, you do that, and I'll then be, reaching over you and reaching toward your butthole, Okay, just kind of like your head,
Wow, that's
Well, see, everything that's there, I was around my heart, and I reached forward and put my finger and slid into a tight password, then you click it right and pull you onto my cock each time.
Yeah, I got Nikki blushing, right?
Yes, I bet you will, girl.
I'm trying to
Bobby. And yes, I just want to say about but he was a stalker more than anything else. Saying like, all right, look, ask her play whatever you call it. Make sure that as your partner is into it, because I have had some situations where the person would be okay with it, but I went too fast. You gotta take your time. Not every woman wants you to fuck them up the ass or whatever. And if they do, rarely, make sure you have some lube there, guys.
Yeah, I just get some popcorn in my Polar Pop. I'll just sit back and watch that.
popcorn. That's all King needs is some popcorn.
Eat some popcorn.
Yeah, well, I am glad we had this year, but hey, how they're going, by the way. So we're from the local. How they're going? Everybody enjoy themselves?
Anybody need some pop?
Or some popcorn. I got plenty.
Enjoy everything out of place here, huh? You just have fun, Just know what you come here for and know what you'll be coming up with, So, anyway.
Yeah, that's all. That's what it's all about. Relaxing, having fun.
Yeah.
We work with enough bullshit in our normal day, in the real world. We don't want to deal with a bunch of bullshit when we come online. So, we just have fun, guys.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when I started my journey in 1994 on AOL, I noticed people have a disassociation occur when they go online. Sometimes they become more extroverted, which is a good sign sometimes. Sometimes they become and see the ability to hide who they are and thus portray something they're not. Whether men pretending to be women pretending men, where the personality becomes manipulative. I have seen that. And just be careful that people like that in situations. It's hard to sometimes spot. It's sometimes a hard look at what people say to see that the person is manipulative. But if you're genuine enough, but you know how to protect yourself, know when to pull back, do that. Make sure you take care of yourself, people. Yes, you can make a bad decision, but know you can learn from it. Yeah,
talking about that fun stuff, And then have y'all seen that Super Mario room? Like, I went in there the other night, and I went through it. It's got a Mario with the biggest dick I ever seen in my life. Like, I was stunned. I was in awe when I seen that thing. I was just like, oh my God.
That's like a dick for bathroom? Like bathroom from Godzilla? Yeah.
Lord, I'm serious. He's working with a big old monster leg. Like, y'all gotta go. You gotta go see that thing. I sat on the Yoshi and just stared at his dick for a little bit. I kind of felt weird, but it was awe-inspiring. Like, yeah.
Like awe or awe?
No. Awe, like mouth closed. Awe. Like, because it's it's continuously like shooting. Like, it's got a waterfall that comes out the tip. Like, that's miraculous right there. That's the 10th wonder of the world. Mario's big old dick with a waterfall coming out the tip. Yep.
Cute.
Yeah, it was a good room though, y'all. If y'all want to have fun, y'all should go see some of them rooms that they have open. I mean, there's quite a bit of rooms that are fun. So it ain't all about the sex, I don't think. I mean, well, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. So I'm still a virgin, so.
And my hymen grew back, so.
Rar.
My hymen is back. Who wants to break it? Just kidding. Vanilla's gonna break it. Look how hard he's slapping my ass. He's making all my cheeks red.
He's playing a tune on the ass.
No, I suggest you try. Okay, I suggest you try smacking that ass cheek, and then caressing it slowly. There is a reason I described that I'm smacking or spanking a woman for a reason. It will cause a sting, and then as you caress, that sting literally turns to tingles of pleasure that it is done at the right moment, ripples across the body. You want to make and create those alternating sensations, pleasure, pain, the burning touched on. It's not about, just rough, pound against the wall, break the wall, and, no, there's a lot more to it at times. And that's what can add to the fun and pleasure you get.
Interesting.
Guys, that's my view. This is just talking from me and my experience, how I role play. I role play myself, and I work to portray myself as honest and, not portray, but I am trying to be as honest and truthful to everyone here. But hey,
Well, here's my honesty. If you spank me too hard, I'll donkey kick you. I'll donkey kick you by accident. It's not even like, control that shit. If it hurt, you're getting donkey kicked. Oops. Ooh, you're getting a lap dance from Sassy. Give it to him, Sassy.
She knows how to work it. What? Yes, that's why I married her.
Get it, girl.
Sassy's okay. Now I know who Sassy is. Okay, got it. My dad.
All right, everybody. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Rada, thank you for turning us on. Here,
thank you for having me.